Page 130, Scherzo. They talk a little bit about a scherzo. A scherzo is a type of, or a piece of music, a type of music, piece of classical music usually. That's called sort of a prankish, impish, jokish. You don't know what's going on. You just never know. Usually has a lot of surprises in it. You're, ooh, okay. This is a dedication to a pianist, Vladimir Horowitz. You can look him up. He was like one of the world's best. He had an ability to play fast runs and arpeggios very evenly, where the notes were very even. I mean, when it goes fast, you can't hardly tell. But if you take a recording of his on these fast runs and slow it way down so you can hear the individual notes, you'll find they're very evenly, where other pianists, if you do it, you'll find they're not even. They're close, but they're not exactly rhythmically even. His was. It was just amazing. I don't recommend you copy his technique, because he had his own technique, but his piano playing was amazing. And if you read the words, you'll see that it's got a bit of humor in it and dedicated to him. So let's look the piece over. 2 pages long, no repeats or anything, you just go straight through it. 6/8 time, treble and bass clef, I did that. 1 flat in the key signature. We are in the key of D minor here. So you need to be doing the scales, the F major scale and the D minor scale, at least 2 octaves up and down by now, I hope, and know those scales. I don't see a lot of problems rhythmically. It's just eighth notes all over. They get a count, big deal. Then you cross over for 1 note. When you get to measure 8, you do the extended. They say here. And the left hand's going to do that. It's showy. It's good. That's fine. You can do that. You could have also just used the extended position and got them all in the right hand. But it's showing. It's fun. It's part of the scherzo thing to use the left hand. So use the left hand. And then you're up here. This measure 9. See, we're sort of in the key of F major now. And then finishing measure 12 here, just little finger here to go on, measure 13, you're back down here. Then measure 16 here, just lift up and come up. You're doing the same thing you were doing, except you're an octave higher. And then on measure 21, there's a note there, both hands 8VA with the dice line. So now you're going to go up another octave here. And finish it up here. Left hand, well, you get the chords. The 1 chord, the 4 chord. Just make sure they're 8th notes. Don't hang on to them. 5/7 chord, okay. On measure 9, you're in F major. You're in 1 chord, 4 chord, okay. 5/7. On page 131, you're down here, and then on measure 17, now the left-hand stuff is in the upper staff. You're up here. And the bottom staff is empty because both hands are using the notes in the upper staff. There's different ways of notating this, and what they've done is fine. But there's no point in rests in the bottom staff because everything is in the upper staff. It's as if the bottom staff were not there. But they went ahead and printed it. It makes it nice. So, okay, that's fine. And then on measure 21, where the 8VA is, the left hand's got to go up again. And the last note, they want the left hand to play it. That is a D, a high, high D, which is actually this D, but it's got an 8VA. It's this one. I don't recommend you do that. You can do that if you want. It's a stretch. But if you can't reach it, just change the fingering in the right hand to the extended position and play it with the right hand. Here. If you can't reach it, that's fine. It's not so bad on measure 8 because you're down here. You can do that. You can reach it. But up there, but it's showy. It's part of the showy of the scherzo thing if you want to. You put the hands together. Again, make sure that you're playing 8th notes in the left hand. You go put the hands together. Now on measure 8, you got to go on. The right hand's got to be up here, and the left hand's got to be down here. At the same time, no, While you're playing that, get your right hand up here ready to go. You can raise the left hand up. Get the right hand ready, and that way you only have to concentrate on getting the left hand where it goes, because there's no rest here. You just got to go on. See, if I got the right hand here already, then I can focus on the left. We have to think about the hand moves and how we're going to get where we need to go. Measure 16, you're here. Both hands have to go up an octave here. From here to here. No rest or nothing. You're just going to lift up and move. Do the best you can. Practice it if you have to, but the beat has to be a steady beat. So make sure you can do that. And the same thing on measure 20. You're here. And then measure 21, you go up again. Both hands. So you may have to practice that hand move. Again, the beat has to be steady. Now, if you have a short keyboard and you don't have the high notes, you just play the highest notes you have, and that's close enough. Don't worry about it. Dynamics, so they go to the right hand. It's the melody. Whatever you think mezzo forte is, or moderately loud. Not loud, just sort of. And then you're going to echo that at measure 5. Very soft. And then very loud. Measure 9 is mezzo forte again, moderately loud like you were at the beginning. And they get soft and louds and stuff. That's part of the scherzo. That's part of the joke or the prank or the surprise. Left hand, keep it in the background. Unless it's playing, it crosses over and plays the note like in measure 8. That note, that's part melody. That note can come out. Then the speed. Well, this thing sort of changes speed. Again, as part of the prankishness of it. Starts out andante moderato. So now they're mixing them. We got a hybrid here, huh? Andante's sort of a leisure pace. It's not slow, sort of a leisure pace. And moderato somewhere in the middle. So you're in a leisure middle somewhere. And it's the flow of the piece. It's not the speed of the beat. Because think if you were going to sing this, how fast would you sing it? But then when you get to measure 9, now all of a sudden you're fast, whatever you think fast. Again, you're singing this, but if I just had there, good luck with all that. Then on measure 21, there's a note above the staff, say accelerando poco al fine. Well, that's a mouthful. Accelerando means to accelerate or to gradually speed up. So hopefully you're not going too fast already. Poco a poco means a little by little. In other words, super duper, take your time. And al fine means to the end. So you're just going to gradually speed up, very gradually, to the end, because you're here. It's up to you on how fast you go or how fast. It's got to be accurate. But don't speed up too soon or you got nowhere else to go. You want to continue to speed up to the end, so pace it out. Maybe it's like one measure at a time. So measure 21 is same. A little faster. A little faster. Faster. And the last measure is quick. Something like that. There's no set speed for it. You just have to experiment and what can you do accurately. They have some notes at the bottom of page 131 about tempo. Presto. Presto's almost as fast as you can get. When I see a presto, I'm thinking, okay, now how fast can I really play this? How fast can I play? And that's usually close to what presto is for me. Yeah. Because you have a prestissimo, and that is about as fast as you can get. That's a little faster than presto. I mean, that is like, hang on to your seats. We're flying now. You won't see prestissimo very often. You won't see presto very often. You do see it sometimes. But usually a vivace is about, you got allegro, and then you got vivace, and you got presto. And it hasn't always been that way, because vivace used to mean on the slow side, but now it means on the super fast side. It's evolved over time. You have a little bit of pedal at the end. I disagree with it. It's useless on an acoustic piano to pedal that high up. Well, it's not totally useless because those notes up here don't have dampers on them anyway. But what the pedal does is it releases all the other dampers, so you get those strings will vibrate because you played these strings. So you get more sound on it. I just don't see any point. I'm not going to use pedal on this. The fermata there, you can hold that out. It's not going to last very long anyway, because it's going to die away fairly quickly. Up here, the notes don't last long. I like to play it with you very slowly. Let's just double check all the notes and stuff. I'll give us 6 counts. I can't speed up or none of that. We got to do the whole thing at one speed. So we'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 6. 5, 6. 6. 6. 6. 5, 6, hold, 3, off.